Welcome to you all. Dear students, today we can see 8th standard maths, rational numbers. Rational numbers definition: the collection of all numbers that can be written in the form a by b, where a and b are integers and b not equal to 0 is called rational numbers, which is denoted by the letter Q. Here, the top number a is called the numerator, this a. This a is called numerator and b is called denominator. The collection of all numbers that can be written in the form of a by b, that means fraction form, where a and b are integers. Integers can be plus numbers or the minus numbers. And b not equal to 0 is called rational numbers, which is denoted by the letter Q. So a is called the numerator and the bottom b is called the denominator. So example, we can say 5 by 8 minus 3 by 4 minus 8 by 3. These are rational numbers. These are rational numbers. Okay. Now example 1.1. Write the following decimal numbers as rationals. So we have to make this form as the rational numbers. So first one 3.0. So 3.0 can be written as 3 by 1. See this 3 by 1 is written as, so 3.0 equal to 3 by 1. So that is the rational number. So because we have studied, so a by b form is the rational number. So we can write it. This 3, here 1. So this is the rational number. So 3 by 1 is the answer. Now the second problem, 0.25. 0.25. So this we are going to do. This can be written as, so after the point there are two places. So we can write it here 25 by 2 points are there. So we can write it here 100. We know how to make this as a fraction. So we know 25 by 100. Now we can cut this number. So how we can cut it? 25. So if you give that fifth table, you can give this one 5. 5 5s are 25. So 5 5s are, so 25. So we can write it, so I can divide this number by 5. So 5 5s are 25. If I cut this 100, I get it. So 10, 5 2s are 10. So 2, 0, 20. So again I can cut this number. So when I cut this, again I get it. Again I get it. I can divide this number again 5. So 1 5 is 5. So I can write it here 1. Here how can I write 4? Okay, 1 by 4. So what is the rational number here? 0.25 equal to 1 by 4. Now the next number, minus 5.8. Minus 5.8. So I can write it here minus. First I can write it minus. So 58. So how I can write it? Let me see. So here I can write it 58 by, here only one decimal place. So I can write it here only 10. If there is two decimal place, I can write it 100. if there is one decimal place, I can write it 10. அதாவது ஒரு decimal place இருந்தா 10. ரெண்டு decimal place இருந்தா இங்க நம்ம 100 ஆல இதை divide பண்ணுவோம். So equal to, now we are going to divide this. So how we can divide this? For the second table we can divide because these two are even numbers. So I can divide this to ரெண்டு ஆல ரெண்டு பேரையுமே நம்ம divide பண்ண முடியும். So the 5, how many 2's are there? 2 2's are there. The 5, how many 2's are there? 2 2's are there. So here I can write it 2, balance 1. Balance 1. 18 is there. So in 18, how many 2's are there? 2 9's are 18. 2 9's are 18. Here how can I write it? Here 5. Here 5. So already we have. So here we have to put it 1 minus. That we shouldn't forget. So minus 29 by 5 is the rational number. So this is the rational number. Now we are going to do 1.15. So here you can see 2 decimal places are there. So we can divide by 100. So how will I write it? 115. So I can write it. So I can write it here 115 by, so 2 places, if it is 2 places, which number we should put? 100. 100. So now we can divide this and we can write the answer. So here tell me the how many, in the 11, how many 5's are there? 2 5's are there. So how will we write it? So 2 5's are there. So I can write it 2 5's are there. Balance 1, 15. In the 15, how many 5's are there? 3 5's are there. In the 10, how many 2 5's are there? 2. Again 0. So 1 0 is there. So that is the rational number 23 by 20. So I hope you understood. Now the next problem. Example 1.2, reduce to the standard form minus 48 by 84. Minus 48 by 84. So the second problem minus 18 by 42. So we are going to see the first one, minus 48 by 84. So let us see this. So we can divide this by, so both are even numbers, numerator and the denominator, both are even numbers. So we can divide this by 2. So when we divide 48 by 2, we get the answer 48 by 2. So think and say, in the 4 we have 2 2's and the 8 we have the 4. The same way, the 84, how will you write it? 2 4's are 8. The 4 we have 2. So again we can divide this into 2. So again we get the, again we are going to divide this as 2. So how will you get it? See 24 and then 42. So how will you write it? 1 2 12. So when you divide 24 by 2, we get it 12. When you divide 42 by 2, what will you get it? 21. So again we can divide this number. Think this, which table these two numbers will be going. So second table cannot, because one is even number, another one is odd number. So the next we can think of 3. Third table, 1 3's or 3, 2 3's or 6, 3 3's or 9, 4 3's or 12 maybe. So the 21, whether this will be going on third table, 5 3's or 15, 6 3's or 18, 7 3's or 21. So I can write it here. So again I can write it. Can cut these two numbers by 3. So 3. So I get it 4. 12 by 3 4. 21 by 3 7. So this is the. So we have to put it. I forgot one thing. You see. So everywhere I have to put it minus. Here also I have to put it minus. Here also I have to put it minus. So minus 4 by 7 is the answer. Now the same thing. So we can see the minus 18 by 42. That is equal to, first let us should not forget that minus we have to put it. And we can divide this number 18 by 42. So both are even numbers. So we can divide this by 2. Am I right? So 18. When you divide 18 by 2, we get the answer 9. 9 2's are 18. Here what will you get it? 42. 2 2s are 4 and 1 2 is 1. Okay, 1 2 is 1. Again we can cut this number. So again we have to put, don't forget to put the minus. Then we have to, again we can divide these numbers. So in which number we can divide it, think that, what is that? So 9 and 21 is there. So I think after the 2 we can think of 3, third table. So 3 3s are 9, we know it, 3 3s are 9. Here, what is that, the previous problem we have done this. 3 7s are 21, sorry. So here we have to write it 7. 3 by 7 minus 3 by 7. This is the standard form. The minus should be come up. We shouldn't write it down. Okay, so come up means what is that? We have to write it in the numerator. Otherwise in between we have to put it. So that is the standard form. Do you all understand? So once again please say this. First we have made, we changed this decimal numbers as the rational. And the second one we have done reduced to the standard form. So I hope you understood these problems.